It's autumn. Temperature of night is cold enough. Wyan parked her bicycle and walked in the cold night towards Jungkook's house. Who is Jungkook? Well, Jungkook is the popular bad boy of the Seoul Town school. Despite of his bad boy attitude, every girl of the school, even the female teachers, always strolling over him for his unreal charming look. And Wyan also likes him, not because of his looks, but for his attractive personality. It's cool. Now the question is, why she was walking towards his house at night? A few days ago, Wyan has played her drink on Jungkook. Not intentionally, but they had collided. And surprisingly, Jungkook didn't punish her, neither he said anything hers. But if there was anyone else on Wyan's place, then they would surely get the consequences, as always. So his fangirls got jealous and bullied Wyan for this, and asked her to deliver their love letters to Jungkook's house at night. Well, Wyan was someone who got scared easily by her bully and did whatever they asked to do, but she was sick of these girls and wanted to get rid of them, as they told her that they won't bother them further if she did. So here she is. Wyan didn't go to the door. Instead, he walked around the building. She resembles what the girls had told her about his room direction. She assumed the room at the left corner of the second floor was his room. To her luck, there was a ladder at the garden. She set up the ladder on his window and climbed up and stood in front of his window. She stepped on the brick which was sticking out of the wall. She put her both hands on the window before lifting herself. Lucky, the door was unlocked, so she easily entered the room. The room was empty as she already knew that Jungkook was out of the town for that night. Now time for the final task. She took out the letters and put them on his bed and straightened the bedsheet to not leave any evidence behind that someone had broken into his house. "What are you doing here?" a voice came from behind. Wyan got startled and turned around just to see the owner of the room was standing on the door with narrowed eyes. "Hey, hey!" he greeted him with a forced awkward smile. "I asked something." He took steps towards her, looking intensive, and she kept taking back steps while golfing down. Soon Wyan's back hit the wall and Jungkook pinned her against the wall. "Why are you here, Wyan?" he asked directly, looking at her. He just called her by her name. She assumed earlier that he knew her name, but she had never expected him to remember it. It's not a big deal, but still. Butterflies, butterflies, butterflies. I came to deliver these letters to you. Your fangirls wanted me to pass their letters to you." She told the truth, as she couldn't think any excuse at that moment. "Since when did you start a part-time job of delivering letters around boys' house at night?" "It's because of you. Your fangirls got jealous because you spared me at lunch that day. So they cornered me to stay away from you. I confirmed that there's nothing going on between us, but they still asked me to." "You confirmed what?" "Huh? So you're like the one who could be easily threatened." "I'm not, but they promised me that they won't bother me again if I did it." "And you believed that and entered a boy's room at this late night?" "They had told me that you were out of the town for today, so I thought..." "Am I?" Jungkook smirked when realization hit her that she was the fool one who believed those. "You should verify everyone before trusting them fully. What if I trapped you and do something? You know my bad boy reputation, right?" I know you won't do it." "How can you say that? You already know how notorious I am, don't you?" "I don't know, but you just don't seem like the one who takes advantage of girls." "How can you be sure? It could be the opposite." "Your eyes never said that. You're not really as bad as you show to the world." She said that being lost in his eyes, but immediately widened her eyes when she realized what she just said. She cleared her throat and said, "I'm sorry for breaking into your house like this. Forgive me," she said awkwardly, avoiding his gaze fully. Jungkook kept staring at her blushed, panicked face, which was determined not to look at his eyes. After a moment, he stepped back and freed her from him. Then he took the letters from his bed, checked the names of the girls, and threw them on the dustbin. "It's getting late. Go back to your home." Wyan just stood there looking at him, so Jungkook looked back at her and said, "Don't tell me you have actually planned to sleep here tonight." "Anyo, you just threw those letters, that's why," she protested immediately. "I'll walk you home." He then started to walk, and Wyan also kept up with him without any words, as he knew it's surely dangerous to cycle alone at this late night, so it's way better to drag it while walking with him. Wyan's home was not too far, so after walking for some minutes, they had reached in front of Wyan's house. "Thanks for walking me home." "You will go to school tomorrow, right?" "Yeah. Will you not?" "I will. Now go inside. It's cold." "Okay, good night." Wyan flashed a white smile before turning back and entered her house. Jungkook stood there and watched her with a teeny smile that was not very noticeable, like a man in love. But once he disappeared from his sight, his eyes turned to a dark aura when he remembered that Wyan got bullied by those girls often. He didn't like the thought of Wyan getting bullied. On the next day, when Wyan entered her class, the first thing that happened to her was the leader of the bully gang approached her with her gang. She was holding a handkerchief on her hand for wiping her tears. Her nose had turned red and her eyes was puffy. We are sorry, Ryan. Please forgive us. Now as we know who you are, it don't happen again. We'll never bother you from now on. Please forgive us, please. Okay, stop crying. Why on the earth you all are even crying? And what do you mean by you know who I am? She asked confusingly. Nothing happened. We just didn't know that you two were already dating, or we wouldn't bother you. Wait, who's dating? Girl, you and Jungkook. What? Who told you that? Jungkook himself. Please forgive us. We won't. Fine. Just leave. Thank you. They left. Leah, what's all this? Leah was her best friend. Jungkook threatened them and claimed you as his in front of everyone. Ryan was too shocked to respond to anything, but on the other side, thousands of butterflies just climbed up on her stomach. Claims her as his? Oh Lord! Ryan, Jungkook is waiting for you at the main gate. Ryan wanted to talk with Jungkook as well, as he needed a clarification from him, so he went to him at the school gate. When Ryan reached the gate, Jungkook was leaning his back against his bike while chewing his chewing gum. His messy hairs, fanny hands, God, so attractive. Focus, stay focused! Ryan started walking towards him. He noticed and approached her. Get on the bike. Where? Where are we going? Somewhere. He got on his bike. Somewhere? Where? You will see it. Now get on if you don't want to get caught by the teachers. But it's school time. So, he glared at her, so Ryan didn't talk further and got on his bike, and they went away from there. After some time they had reached a roadside near forest. Ryan was confused, but Jungkook grabbed her hand and started walking inside to the forest. Wait up! Why are we entering this forest? Cause I want to. You kidding me? Listen, I have so many questions to ask you, so it's not like I'm here to hang out with you. Ask, he said without looking at her while kept walking. Are you kidnapping me right now? Oh shit, you get it. One side of his lips pulled up. Just tell me, why on the earth we are going deep inside this wild forest? It could be dangerous. Jungkook turned to her and leaned forward until her back reached her belly. Wait. I'm gonna kidnap you here and make love to you. He whispered the last line, making Ryan all red like tomato. She pushed him and cleared her throat. Have you threatened them? The other conversation was interesting. Anyways, they're lucky enough to be a girl that I didn't do anything other than that. But why? They're crying so badly. They deserve it. But you talk too much. Save them for later. Now look forward. She looked forward as Jungkook said, and amazement filled her eyes. There was a lake in front of them that was so beautiful and enchanting. Butterflies were flying all over the lake. Sunrays were playing with its clean water, blue sky, and a beautiful nature sound that came to Ryan's ears as a beautiful music. The place was so dreamy. Ryan didn't know that peaceful place like this still exists in this artificial world. Ryan was so lost in the beauty in front of her that she only came to her senses when Jungkook back hugged her. That's my favorite place. You like it? Yeah, but what are you doing? Ash, just focus on the side. Why are you focusing on me? Because you're hugging me like that. Well, I'm hugging my girlfriend. What's wrong? Girlfriend? Who? Whom? You? Mine? Didn't you cover your whole diary just by writing about me and how much you like me? What? How did... So you took my diary that I'm searching for a month now. I didn't take it. I stole it. You even read it. Yup. I read every sentence, every word, more than 100 times now, and I'm not sorry at all. Ryan blushed after knowing that he already knew about our feelings for a month. So you bring me to this wonderful place to confess? How long it was since you like me? It's over a year now, and no, I already know you like me. So does I. I bring you here because I want to show you this place, as it's very close to my heart, and seems like you really like it. Yup, I love this place more than I love you. Let's go back then, I'm jealous. Shinja, are you a child or what? You can't like anyone or anything more than me, got it? As you say, Mr. Bunny. I only allow you to call me that, you know that? Oh, it's my honor. By the way, I also have another reason for bringing you here. That is, I want to kiss you in front of this place, like they does in the movies, like kissing in front of a beautiful place. I really want to. And what if I say no? You can resist me. I'm too hard to handle by. So, Your Majesty, would you let me kiss you, please? Since you're being sincere, I'll let you. Bye bye, baby girls. Thanks for watching.